Actually, no. When did we get lit? We got
That was
lit
our
on
anniversary.
our freaking anniversary. Dude, tell me why we go to one of the most awesome, like, Italian restaurants.
Bougie Italian restaurant.
Freaking Bartolotta's and Wallington.
Yeah.
I shot you guys out.
Yeah.
Dude, the freaking four-course meal came with a different wine every course. And I was buzzing after the third, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe the second I started feeling it. The third
Wait,
one
was
hit
it
me.
4 courses or 5?
It was 4. It was the appetizer, the first course, the main, and then the dessert.
Okay. I just felt like we had more than 4 glasses of wine.
No, we had 4.
Got it.
Wait, was it 4 or 5?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, it was 5 because they gave us champagne because it was our anniversary.
That's right.
Yeah, we buy this flight of wine that goes with the meal. So they pair it with whatever you choose for the meal.
Yeah.
And then the guy comes out and goes, "Oh, for your anniversary."
Yeah.
From the staff, and I was like,
staff.
"You want me to drink this glass of champagne after 4 glasses of wine?"
Bubbly. I downed mine.
Oh,
I was like,
damn.
This is free. I got a drink. Can't waste this. Wasted it on our wedding night.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh. Alrighty, we're back. It's been a while. I don't know, is this even called the Unscripted Conversations podcast anymore?
I don't even know, man.
I think it should be called something else.
Like what?
Like season 2 of something else. Season 2 something else. Title to title to come. Title
but like
TBA.
What?
I don't know.
Why do we have to change the title?
Because I feel like we need like season 2, you know, it's like it's a different season, different year. We're back. We're like, probably talking about the different things.
Yeah, but like no one else changes their title.
True.
For season 2.
But remember we were like wanting to be a little bit more structured with our podcast. So it can't really be unscripted anymore.
Are we being more structured?
I thought we were. I don't know, guys. We've been out for so long.
I guess we're brainstorming.
We're brainstorming right now with you guys on how we can revamp the podcast, because I just put this back together. I think the last time we podcasted was before Griffey's birthday, at least before Griffey's birthday.
Yeah, we did like a Thanksgiving episode, and then you didn't even post it.
Oh yeah, I got lost. I got so busy.
I did all that work talking and unscripted.
And then here we are. What, 6 months later, making our next podcast. We're going to get this stuff rolling. We got a lot of cool stuff that's in the pipeline. A lot of cool stuff that we have done that we haven't talked about. And so, yeah, let's recap.
I think like a post you sent me recently, like just sums up our life.
Yeah, which one was that?
It was something about like, I enjoy like hanging out with my best friend / my husband, who's my husband. Like early morning workouts, chill days, reading books, and like something else. And I was like,
yeah,
that's my life.
Yeah.
Like to a T. And I think it like just reminded me to be like, it's okay to just be simple.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to be anything like special or like special in our own way, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's the Benes family. No, like we're just us.
We're just ordinary.
We're just chill.
I think the cool thing though is that even though we're somewhat ordinary, we still have like something just like different that we're doing, right?
Yeah.
So like recently we started adding a steam sauna to our like recovery regimen.
Yeah.
We were training for a half marathon together, and Molly like crushed her half marathon.
Yeah.
By the way, clap, clap, clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
Yeah.
What's that?
Where's the button? I should put the thing up here so I can just like push on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like we kind of ordinary, but we still got some like cool stuff that we've been up to. And we got some cool stuff that we're planning on doing. Like we're planning on doing another half marathon by the end of the year. And Molly and I might be dabbling in a little bit of high rocks.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys know what high rocks is, but apparently it's the new cool thing that CrossFitters are starting to branch out and do. But it's a more what would you say? It's like more like mixed training, running. Like there's just a lot more running component to it than like CrossFit.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know that I would call it anything related to CrossFit because there's no heavy lifting, which is a huge part of CrossFit.
Yeah.
This is just like functional fitness, like endurance.
Yeah.
Because there's not really, I mean, there's like lifting to it with like the farmer's carry, which is like whatever weight, and the lunges that you know, do with like the sandbag and the sled put, like, yeah, that's like weight. Like you have to be strong. It's not just a run, but like that's like pretty functional.
Yeah.
Like fitness kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you're adding weight all the time. It's always the same weight for, you know, every group. It's always, you know, whatever. It's not changing.
Yeah.
So I think I would just like call it like a functional fitness race or like something, you know, like.
I'm looking forward to it. We haven't signed up because we haven't really committed to it.
Right.
But I think that's definitely something that I think is going to take us in a different direction with our training, because we kind of hit like a plateau when it came to like weightlifting and then running, just kind of like mix things up a little bit.
Yeah.
And now we're just kind of like, oh, what's the next new thing we can do that can challenge us? So yeah, High Rocks is in the future.
Yeah.
Be kind of interesting. November
2025.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Is it Chicago or Chicago?
Chicago.
Chicago. I've heard of Chicago.
That's people who are not from Chicago.
Yeah. Or like they call it Illinois.
Yes.
Or Illinois.
Yeah. It's Illinois.
It's French. It's French, right?
Illinois.
What else has been going on? My lawn's looking amazing.
Oh,
you guys want to know about my lawn?
Back to the damn lawn.
It's about that time. I've been mowing now for 3 weeks. My lawn is looking pretty pristine.
I think we were the first person in the neighborhood to mow our lawn.
I think we were. Yeah. Only because I was just biting at the bit to like get my lawnmower out again.
I will say you've definitely like used the lawnmower enough to like justify buying it.
Oh,
isn't there a word for that?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Like your return on investment.
Yeah.
The ROI.
The ROI.
The ROI
on that lawnmower is like, worth
it. I don't know if the ROI on the big snowblower is still, but maybe that's a good thing.
I'm not complaining about it. Yes. Yes.
I've got a new challenge I want to do for the next 30 days. Gonna do like little something separate from the podcast, but I'm gonna do 30 days of ice or cold showers.
Yeah.
And 30 days of sauna, which today might break that, but I might just step in there for a little bit just to say I did it.
But like, do we have to do it 30 days straight? I think it's okay to like take a break. I don't think you're supposed to necessarily do it
the sauna,
day, right?
maybe not.
Right.
But the cold shower, I will do
for
it
sure,
30 days.
For sure. But I think like a month worth of the sauna, we usually like don't do, you know, we have rest days, which I think would be sauna rest days, right? Like today.
Could be. Yeah. Because I want to, I don't know if I need to, I want to get a cold plunge. I don't know if I need it. And so I'm going to see if I can do the cold showers for 30 days. But here's the kicker. I've cheated because I've been doing it for the last week already.
That's not cheating.
Been pretty easy. Yeah, well, it's not really technically. I'm starting today, May 1st.
Oh my God.
Cold showers start today.
That's not cheating.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to take your full shower cold instead of.
That could be it too.
Instead of just this, like, you think you're doing like 6 minutes, he's doing like 1.
2. Give me 2. I've been trying to tell Molly to like try to do just a cold shower, but then we listened to this podcast that basically said that women do not really benefit from cold temperatures, more so with hot.
Yes.
And so that's why we got the sauna for our anniversary.
But for the coldness, she also said in this podcast, when I say she, that women just want to like get that like chill factor of like just starting to shiver, because that's the purpose of like the cold plunge or like things. So when I do take a cold shower like in the morning, I am cold.
Do you get the shivers?
Sometimes I'm like on the verge of like the shivers. But I do have like chicken skin. So I feel like, okay, I'm kind of on that verge of like being cold. So like I'm cold.
Yeah.
Just not ice cold.
Ice cold.
Speaking of the shivers too, Ed Sheeran, did you listen to his new
phone?
His new phone.
Is it cell phone? I think it's called cell phone. Or
my
phone.
old phone.
My old phone. Yeah.
At first in the beginning, I was like, this is weird because he's like talking about finding his old phone and opening it up and like doing the passcode. But then I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of catchy towards the end.
Yeah.
Like I get it.
One of the lyrics was like talking to my dead friends.
Yes. I was like, oh,
calling my exes. I was like, oh shit.
I was like, oh, that hits.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
that's so crazy.
Oh.
I mean,
Well,
we're living that too, kind of.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, he's probably like our age-ish, right?
Yeah.
And like hearing him talk about his debt, like it's like, oh yeah, like we're all living that.
Yeah. Like one of his best friends passed away. And I don't remember if it was the Divide album that he dedicated a song to his friend who passed away. So I can see that,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
So kind of crazy.
But just, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd like do that with Rem and stuff. Like, don't you ever like see her messages or something?
Yeah, but it's so buried down now.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think I still may have like a Facebook Messenger thread with just her.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is kind of weird.
It's kind of crazy to like go back and look at that or like the conversations you had or whatever.
Yeah. What else is new? I guess like same old.
We're reading a lot of books.
Reading more books.
I don't remember how many books I just finished.
I think you're on like 13.
Let me see.
I made a goal this year to read 6 books, and then within the first 2 months, I think I read 4. So I was like, I'm gonna crush this 6. So then I turned it into 12, and I'm stuck on book number 6, I believe. 6 or 7. I'm stuck on
7. Yep.
It's taken me about a month now to read this book because I just kind of stopped. I think it's because I kind of lost interest in the story.
That's why I didn't read the second one.
Yeah, it's still a good story. I just need to get through it.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But I just need to get through this book, and then I can move on to the next one.
His books are notorious for being kind of slow in the beginning because the Man Called Ova is his too.
Yeah.
And like it is kind of like, okay,
like hurry up,
okay, and then all of a sudden at the end it's like, oh, I can't stop reading. I gotta know what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets spicy.
Notorious. Yeah. I've read 11 books, and my goal this year is 30.
Dang. You're going to crush it.
So I'm almost halfway there, but not quite. Ooh, and it's almost June.
Ooh, you're a third of the way through. You got to get on it. Buck on it.
Yeah, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys are good. Our little guys are good. They're finally like able to like play with each other.
Yeah, it's been cute watching that.
Yeah, because I took down this podcast setup for Griffey's first birthday, and they weren't really playing with each other then. But now Conrad and Griffey are like starting to like interact and learn how to play with each other.
I love how Conrad like speaks for Griffey now. Oh, he just wants to jump on the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, mommy, Griffey needs a hug. Why? He's crying. He needs a hug.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he just wanted to do this. Okay, sassy. Like, geez.
I think that's where they say like the second kid doesn't talk as soon because the older one will speak for them.
But Griffey's talking like crazy.
Yeah, we should just
put
keep
on
reading.
and like, you know, today.
No. Like what?
Yeah.
Tell me again. No, which?
Yeah. Are you?
Oh,
he's known "Are you"
Daddy.
for 6 months.
Are you? Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
What was his first words?
I think "Are you" was like one of the first ones. Yes. I mean, obviously, like the
mama.
Babbles and stuff like mama, dada, whatever. But I think I said, "Daddy, where are you? Are you?"
Oh yeah.
What the frick?
Yeah.
Who are you? You're a baby. Why are you saying this?
Yeah,
like, so yeah, "Are you" was his first like.
Well, and he probably hears better than Conrad did because Conrad had like ear infections and he had ear tubes. So Griffey's totally different than that.
Yeah, but it's cool watching him. Jacket.
Yeah.
Jacket.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Or when he says yes, he's like, yes. His whole head.
Conrad still doesn't know yes.
I know. Jeez.
He never knew yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, his whole head. He's like very he doesn't say it. He's just very purposeful, like,
yes.
with his head.
Yes.
Like,
very assuring. It's a big yes.
Yes.
Yeah, what else?
I don't know.
Same old, right?
Same old.
Yeah. Just trying to get on this like podcast thing. We always joke around that we want to get podcast famous so that we can just do this like for real. What's funny is that ever since we started like podcasting, I like rarely listen to music anymore unless it's with the boys.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like listening to podcasts. Oh, I guess that's my new fascination too since our last podcast season is I'm like, when the new year came, actually before the new year, I was like, okay, I need to really buckle down on our finances. It's one of the things that we always talked about in our past podcasts.
Yep.
But like I really just studied up on like being financially healthy and like investing and all this stuff. And so I'm just like dive into this whole financial like learning and like building a 401k and looking at IRAs and all this stuff for the future. Because I'll be honest, I never planned for the future as far as retirement is concerned. And then we're just like, oh, yeah, we want to get podcast famous so we can just do this for a living. I was like, oh, frick. Like, we don't have any money to just like stop working to do that. Yeah.
We're almost consumer debt free.
That is true. Yeah.
So that's exciting.
That is very exciting. We just got to I need to be better at not racking up the consumer debt again, Yeah, because we did it one before, remember?
Almost. I don't think we ever quite got there.
We got pretty close.
I don't think so.
After we met with our financial planner, remember?
Was it?
Yeah, and then we had a plan, and we're like, okay, let's take everything from savings and pay down these cards.
Yeah, but I don't think we got close because I thought the Southwest was still pretty high most of that time.
Oh, maybe. We've been doing really well though. Maybe that's an episode that we would try to do. Yeah, let's talk about like some of the things that we've done financially to kind of get
and what we've learned and stuff.
Yep. Yeah. And that's the thing too. It's like I wish that there was like a friend of mine, which I do. My friend Scott. Cause that's who I reached out to. But I wish there was a friend who was like, hey, like get into this. Hey, like, do you have your retirement plan like put together? Because I never had that until I like started like realizing like, oh, I need a 401k. Oh, I'm not offered a 401k. Well, ask for one.
What do you mean you need it? Wish you had a friend?
Like if I had like friends who would just like talk about financial stuff.
Oh, I mean, I tried to tell you that you needed a 401k. You didn't listen to me.
Yeah, but I don't think you were just like, oh, well, this is how you invest. Like, you need a 401k, but like, this is how you invest. Like, Scott. This is what you need to put money in. Yeah. Like, I
didn't know that. I still don't. I mean, I know it better now because I've listened to you when I've had to. Sometimes I zoned out. Don't tell them. But yeah, that's because we're never taught that.
Coffee.
You're welcome. We're never taught any of that stuff.
Yeah, and I think they should.
Absolutely, they should.
Like, I don't like name a subject in school that is totally irrelevant to our future, and then they should replace it with something else, with another.
World history.
World history?
Yes.
Okay, but wouldn't you think it's important for us to learn about like World War II?
Yes, but I don't need to learn about the Aztecs. I'm sorry. Okay. Or like whatever else I learned about. Like I took AP World History because that was the first AP class we could take as a sophomore.
Okay.
Waste of my time. I mean, at the time I didn't know that, but like going back, I'm like, why did I do this? This was stupid.
I would say the same thing for literature and composition AP. Why the heck do I need to read Jane Austen? Why do I need to read like the Iliad?
Yes.
Odyssey?
Yes.
Like where is that going to do nothing?
Yes.
So I would probably cut that out.
Yes. I think history is definitely important. I'm not saying like we should cut out history, but like U.S. history. I wish I took AP U.S. history. I think I would have loved that. I'd love that. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else.
English.
PE.
PE.
I think physical education is important.
Yeah.
But
I take that. I think they need to change PE, but do like weight training.
Yes.
I think everybody could benefit from weight training.
Yes.
And you don't need to load a bar. You don't need to do anything heavy.
It could even be body weight training.
Yes.
You know, like what can I do 30 minutes a day?
Have kids work out.
Yes, and stay active.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, none of this like playing playing
let's go play volleyball for 30 minutes and let's learn how to dance.
Yeah.
Let's do the
if you want to do sports, go join the sport. You know, go join that sport or try out for that sport.
Yes.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Yes, I'm trying to think of what else did we like that was just stupid. Like I had to do this.
Well, if you in 6th grade, you had to either do band, choir, orchestra, or this thing called explorations, which was like a mixed bag of stuff. It was like a home ec basically.
Okay.
So if you don't want to do one of those other 3, like you had to take this like explorations class, which is almost like I said, home ec, because we made this like wooden thing that had different size holes, and we had to like cut the wood, drill the holes using like this table drill bit thing, sand it, and then put stain on it, and it was basically to measure the correct amount of spaghetti.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so like 1, 2, 3, 4 servings. Yeah. So we made that.
Yeah.
But it was also like every semester you went to a different like exploration, like whatever. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, so it was
I think that's cool, and I think you should have to like do some sort of music at some point to see, you know.
Yeah, if you want to be in it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I'm like trying to go through my classes. Like,
well, you got your cores. You got like English,
right?
You got math. You got science.
Yes.
Sometimes you need a foreign language.
Yeah, we had to.
You got like your electives, which can be like band, orchestra, or what's that? Auto shop.
Yep.
And then what else you got? I guess foreign language is another one. I already said science.
Did you?
Math, science.
Oh.
What else did I have? Oh, I had yearbook.
History.
Oh,
I mean,
history.
There was like a history component, right? So for me, it was like I had like civil something, right? So you learned about the U.S. government basically and like how that works, and then I had history, regular like U.S. history, whatever, and then
we had physics.
Then I had psych. Which was somewhat history, like part of the history. Like psych, sociology.
I guess those are kind of important too then.
Oh yeah, I took AP Psych. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's what got me into
I
psych.
should do psych. I should have done psych. I did psych because I only had to for graduation.
Yeah.
In college.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I get it. PE, I said lit comp.
I think there's more of those classes in college.
Yes.
Of being like, this is stupid. That I have to take this to graduate.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when I'm in college, I shouldn't have to take an arts class.
Why?
If I'm not in art, I don't care. Like, I've already decided throughout high school that I don't care about choir. I don't play an instrument. I can't draw.
Yeah.
Why are you forcing me to go take draw for my college education, which is supposed to be leading me towards my career? Now, if you're in your first year and you're undecided, sure, let's do a whole bunch of different stuff. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
But I shouldn't be forced to have to go learn how to draw or draw for this artist who has learned to do this when I can't even draw a stick figure. I mean, I'm saying about me. I'm so bad at drawing, and I didn't have to do that, but I'm just saying if I didn't like any of this stuff, now I have to go figure out how to draw in a college education. No.
Yeah.
No.
But wouldn't you think, though, that the reason why they make you take like certain amount of credits in like arts or like the social studies is to kind of help you become a well-rounded human being and exposed to those kinds of things?
Didn't we do that in high school already?
Kind of. But if you think about it, high school,
I know we're still finding ourselves, right? Or like who we are. Yeah, and I get that argument. I do. But then it also shouldn't cost me $10,000 to take this class.
I totally agree.
You know,
That's
I have
worthless.
no interest in.
Exactly.
So that's what I think where I'm like, okay, if I don't have any interest in this, why am I being forced to take it?
True.
And spend money on it?
Yeah.
So I get both arguments, and I get, you know, being well-rounded in things, but there needs to be a balance.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. The thing that I will say, though, is that because I was forced to take like these electives and we had to take this course called Women's Studies, I learned so much from that course just from the standpoint of not just necessarily feminism,
Yeah.
but just like the inequalities and like how certain demographics and the stereotypes that are associated with them have come about. It's almost like a little bit of like life psychology.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't forced to take that class, I probably wouldn't have been exposed to that, which would have sparked my interest in real life anyways.
Yeah, but maybe it should be something more so instead of like having to have so many education or credits in education or English or language or whatever, it's more so, okay, you have to have so many elective credits outside of your major. And so you can decide. So if you did decide, oh, I really actually like psychology, I went and took a psychology class. Okay, I can take maybe a couple other psychology classes that maybe I don't get a major or minor in it, but I get to learn more about it.
Yeah.
Where I'm not wasting my time doing these other things that just mean nothing to me.
True.
That I'm just getting through the class because I have to get the credit to graduate. Yeah. So I think that could be where maybe the balance is where you still have to take so many extra credits, but it doesn't have to be in a specific thing.
That's true.
You're not like,
well,
you know what I mean?
I
like,
totally agree.
So you could have still taken this women's class, study class, because you're like, oh, that's interesting. I think I could learn something from that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
like
required because of it being a psychology class or whatever the kind of thing was.
Yeah. Yeah, because now I think about it, it's like, did I really need Calc BC for dental school? No. But I paid for it.
Right.
Did I need like some English, like an English class in college to learn how to write papers? Like maybe.
No, I had to take an English class, and I thought, oh, I always wanted to be that like studious person who enjoyed Jane Austen. Yeah. So I took a Jane Austen class. My senior year of college. So bad. You know what I did?
Flunked out. You asked for
Spark noted the whole thing. I could not get through a damn book to save my life. And then you know what I did for the like capstone project in that class too? Like final project, it was like you could pretty much do whatever you wanted. I related it back to psychology, and I figured out how to like psych all these books like did something about that.
You're sneaky.
I am sneaky.
And you didn't get caught.
I did not read one book.
Is that considered cheating?
I think it's using your resources.
Cheater.
I used my resources. I did not use ChatGPT because it was not around then. No. That would be cheating. I still used my brain, and I figured it out, even though I didn't read the books.
That's funny.
I listened when other people were talking about that.
Yeah.
I wrote a paper on each book.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're hilarious.
I know.
I love it.
But I couldn't get through it. I didn't understand a word. Yeah. It was kind of like the Wicked book I started reading that you bought me, and I appreciate it. It was the alphabet book, and it's just the way the language is. It's like, can you just come out and say it? Like, why are we like skirting around the point here?
It's almost like poetry. Sometimes the way like writers write, it's like they're trying to write a story, but they're trying to write in poetry.
Yes, I can't.
And it's just like,
I've never understood poetry.
Like I'm trying to remember now. The book we read in Lit Comp, and it's just one big ass paragraph. Like one chapter is a paragraph. I wonder. I'm gonna butcher it. I think it's called Heart of Darkness.
I need to look it up. Yeah,
but it's like one chapter is just like a line, comma, line, comma, line, comma. It's like one big ass like paragraph for one chapter. No. Just like, how do you freaking read this?
That's like the alphabet book.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Not my jam, bro. Not my jam.
Poetry either. Like this, like hidden meanings of the road not taken.
Yeah, but
what?
Yeah, but see, and this is how Rico Suave I was. I would take poetry when I was in high school and like write them in notes, and girls would freaking eat that shit up.
Oh my god!
So like poetry serves a purpose in some way. You love my poetry.
You've never written me.
I wrote you a song when we first met, and I wrote you poems in like cards.
Wait, you wrote me a song?
Yes. I wrote you a song. I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and I put it in one of the cards that I gave you like when we first like started dating.
Really?
Yes.
Did you sing it to me?
I may have with my ukulele. I don't know.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, maybe not with the ukulele, but I did write you a song and I did write you poetry.
You do have a good way with words. I don't remember it being poetry though.
Yeah, it's called poetry.
I would like you to write me a song again and
Okay.
play it on your ukulele.
Okay, all right. I'll write you a song.
Okay.
Maybe I'll sing it on this podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, what a tangent. What were we talking about?
I don't even
Useless
know.
college classes and high school
Yeah,
classes.
because we were like, we should be taught how to finance. And
Oh,
do
yeah,
things.
finance.
That's where we got
So
to
let's
that.
just go back to that. Yes, guys, we're going to have a podcast about financials,
Yes.
like what
Getting out of
ETFs
consumer debt.
Yeah, getting out of consumer debt, how to invest,
Yeah.
what to invest in.
Yeah.
I'm still learning, but I think it's one of those things where it's like, hey, let me just get you started.
Yeah, for
Let me
sure.
give you that flint,
Yeah.
light your fire. Yeah, what else?
How's work?
Work is good.
Good.
Yeah, I really can't divulge much.
I know. I
It's-
didn't mean for
Yeah.
it to be that way.
No,
Yes.
but work is good. I
Work
love
is
being a
good.
dentist.
Good. What are you learning for work? What's you
Ooh.
can indulge some stuff. What's your plan for your job right now?
So, I'm gonna be taking a course in September for Botox, to treat like oral facial pain, TMJ pain,
Headaches.
but
I
also
cannot wait for him
headaches,
to-
migraines, and also just to help patients like enhance like their appearances while they have their dental work done too. So.
Yeah.
Might just have a little bit of some botulinum toxin and some Juvederm somewhere in the fridge, just waiting to be used. But I want to try it out on myself, like these lines on my forehead.
God.
And be like, hey, smile. I am smiling. What are you talking about? Smile. Okay, be mad. I am mad. No, frown your eyebrows. I am.
Oh my God. You are
So
too
yeah, that's
much.
what we're doing. That's what
You
we're
are
doing.
Too much. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's like a long time coming. I think we talked about this for the last couple of years at least.
Yeah, at least
maybe
2
a
years.
year.
I think at least 2 actually.
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to have some Botox parties, the Bananas residents might have some.
You'll teach me to be your assistant at that point.
Yeah. I'm just like, hey, this is how you mix this up. This is how you dilute it. This is how you draw it up.
I can do that. That's basically nursing.
Yeah, pretty much. But it has to be sterile, because if
We did
the
sterile.
toxins
Oh my
get unsterilized, it's gonna be bad news.
Okay. So what
Bad
Your,
news.
so what your course said?
Huge bad
Oh
news.
my God. You are too much.
I don't know what else. Man, we're just shooting the shit. Guys, this is just a little life update. Whether you're
Yeah.
listening to this on Spotify or YouTube, we're just kind of keeping the ambiance, keeping it
Yeah,
going.
I'm trying to think of what else. We're good.
We're good. A lot of just like the day-to-days, just going through the motions.
Oh,
a
I
little
know
bit.
something.
What?
We've started dating each other again.
Oh,
Like that was kind of our thing this year, right?
yes.
I don't remember why we started that. What did
I think
we do?
it's just
I think
stuff we see on freaking Instagram.
Well, I think we did something, and then we were like, we should do this once a month, and so
Yeah,
then
we
we
went to go see
started
Joe
doing
Coy.
that. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Wasn't that March though?
That was the beginning of March.
We didn't do anything for January or February.
I don't think so. Maybe we went out for Valentine's Day. Mom watched The Boys.
Did we? Where did we go?
Good question.
Okay, good. I'm glad you don't remember.
I don't remember.
I can't remember anything lately. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like, I think it's just because we just have so much going on, and there's just whatever. But so yeah, we're doing that, which has been fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. We went. Wait, was it Valentine's Day? We went
Oh.
axe throwing. Was it
Oh,
Valentine's
yeah,
Day?
that was February.
Yeah, that was February.
Yeah.
That was axe throwing.
Yeah.
Axe throwing and then a wine bar.
Yep.
Oh, fucking lit. Actually, no. When did we get lit? We got
That was
lit
our
on our
anniversary.
freaking anniversary. Dude, tell me why we go to one of the most awesome like Italian restaurants.
Bougie Italian restaurant.
Freaking Bartolotta's and Wauwatosa
Yeah.
guys shut you guys out.
Yeah.
Dude, the freaking four course meal came with a different wine every course, and I was buzzing after the third, maybe
Yes.
the second. I started feeling it, but the third
Wait,
one
was
hit
it
me.
4 courses or 5?
It was 4. It was the
Antipasta,
appetizer,
pasta,
the first course, the main, and then the dessert.
Okay. I just felt like we had more than 4 glasses of wine.
No, we had 4.
Got it.
Wait, was it 4 or 5?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, it was 5 because they gave us champagne because it was our anniversary.
That's right.
Yeah, we buy this flight of wine that goes with the meal. They pair it with whatever you choose for the meal.
Yeah.
And then the guy comes out and goes, "Oh, for your anniversary."
Yeah.
From the staff, and I was like, staff. "You want me to drink this glass of champagne after 4 glasses of wine?"
Bubbly. I downed mine. I was like,
"Damn,
this is free. I got to drink. Can't waste this." Wasted it on our wedding night.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and then we had this freaking awesome decision to go to Bryant's cocktail lounge.
Yeah, that was me.
And then have like
another
like
alcoholic beverage,
alcoholic whatever that was. I had Dole Whip.
Dole
Whip was, I don't know what was, rum. There's probably coconut rum in that.
Rum in there, yeah.
I'm freaking like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna wake up terrible tomorrow. Yeah. Woke up the next day and was freaking fine.
Yep.
Maybe just a little tired.
Yeah. Kind of that first
mom and dad's bedtime is like 9:30 nowadays, guys.
Yes.
We went to bed
100%.
at like what, 12? Midnight?
I think it was about midnight.
Midnight, yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That was funny.
We got lit.
Mm-hmm.
But we did get a little buzzy on Valentine's Day.
Yes, for sure we were.
Because I just
remember we
had
a lot of wine that night too, or that day too.
Yeah, but we had beer too. That high alcohol beer.
That was so good.
Yeah. Who was that from?
That's what
that was
we should
from
be doing
Grain.
right now. We need to be drinking wine when we do this.
Okay, we need to do that
next time, please, because like I actually really enjoyed drinking some of those wines, and I feel like my palate has just grown.
Yeah, but see the wine. I think we have good wine.
Yeah, we do.
I don't like none of that. Sorry, that Cooper Hawk crap. I don't like it.
It's because I did the sweet versions.
Oh,
so you can get like the
I just want like the cabs.
And you can get that instead. Yeah. I just like signed up for the sweet version. That's why I have all the sweet stuff.
You guys still have that?
No, the credit card like lapsed or whatever, so I just never went back in and like re-signed up for it.
That's okay. We just go to like a winery.
For sure. Yeah, we should do that. And then I liked some of those wines at the thing, so we should look at what those were.
Which one? Oh, at anniversary.
Yeah.
Those ones are expensive though.
I know.
That one was $30 for a glass. I was like, yo.
And we both got one of those. Remember?
Yeah, we did.
No.
We switched.
I got that. The first one was what we switched.
Oh, that's right. Cab. That's right. Not the cab. Yeah, you did have the cab.
Yeah,
and you could smell it too.
Yeah, it was good.
Like it was.
I really liked
pretty
that.
potent.
Yeah.
You know, that's the one thing we should do. You know, we drink in moderation. I'm okay with the wine because after realizing how much we drank that night, I didn't wake up with a hangover.
Yeah, I've been really wanting to do that. It's just like, when do you do that? But I think we should make sure we do that like on our podcast night.
Yeah,
like I've been wanting to
be
an adult.
Wine. Yeah, we're gonna be like my parents and go to freaking vineyards and shit.
Yes,
in California.
Yes.
Just can't believe they do that crap now.
I know.
I'm like, who are you guys?
I know.
Drinking your wine. Like when I first heard that they were drinking wine at their parties, I was like, who are you? Like fancy over here? No more beer? You guys drinking wine? I think it's like, because it's healthier. Which I guess I would kind of
probably better especially for your dad and stuff too.
Yeah. Instead of having the beer.
The hops.
No.
What is it in it?
It's just alcohol. Carbs.
The carbs. Yeah. But
what
is that
from? Carbs and sugars. Huh?
In beer, what is that from? Like, what's it called? Like the ingredient.
Hops?
That's what I said, and you looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, but hops is not what is bad for you.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that's
it's just
what the carb is.
No.
Oh.
Hops just gives it the bitter flavor.
Mm.
Yeah. But the actual fermentation of the grains and the wheat, that's what is like the empty carbs they talk about.
The hops was the grains or something.
Oh yeah,
got it.
It's just it's like a little pine cone looking thing, and it just adds like the bitterness to beers and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, maybe just like to do a wine.
We need to be better about like podcasting our dates.
Ooh,
because that would be cool.
What about this? Okay, maybe it's not really like part of our podcast like idea.
Yeah.
But stop whining. Has nothing to do with like we'll workshop it. Like stop whining because we're drinking wine. Stop whining.
Why are we stopping it though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Like stop whining, but like whining as in like. Wah.
I know, but then
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, we'd have to talk about people whining and like complaining about like.
That's true.
We would have to be like, stop whining about this.
That's what I said.
Like,
I'm trying to work.
It would be like it would be kind of like, stop whining about your chest pain. You're fine. Get over it.
Oh my
for me.
gosh.
That's what I would say every week. Stop whining about your damn palpitations.
Or
you're stressed.
Stop whining about your broken teeth. It's your fault.
Yeah, right. That's all we would talk about.
My tooth broke. Yes. Yeah, what did you eat? I was eating hard candy. Well, good for you. That's what happens.
Were you chewing it or sucking it? Chewing it.
Well, that's your fault. Stop whining.
Yes, exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it doesn't work.
We could have a segment of that. Like, stop whining.
Stop whining.
Yes.
Today's segment is called Stop Whining. No, remember I said our podcast should be like smorgasbord or something?
Yeah, that's why we did unscripted conversations, because it was just like a bunch of different conversations we were having.
Yeah. Well, anything else for our viewers? The whole 5 of you out there.
Oh my gosh.
I promise this is gonna get better. Just watch our social media posts. You're gonna see me walk half naked out of the shower in a freaking segment. You're gonna see me get out of a hot sauna. You're going to see me get out of a cold plunge because my wife is finally going to let me get one. See?
I have never stopped him from
getting
a cold plunge.
You're going to see my wife in her bra get out of a hot, steamy sauna with freaking steam just coming off of her chest. I'm just trying to build up hype.
I got it. I don't know.
Get the people going.
I don't know why he thinks people are excited to see us half naked.
Hey, speak for yourself, man. People are just waiting to eat mine up.
Oh.
Oh, I just licked it. How old is this thing? All right.
Nasty.
Anything else? I got an episode of The Last of Us we gotta go watch.
Oh, okay, bye.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in again.
Tuning in
to the Unscripted Conversation podcast.
We could also talk about our Legos. Okay, bye.
Oh, yeah, that's another episode. We got a lot going in the pipeline, guys. Promise you, there's gonna be some good shit coming through. And just stay tuned to our social media.
As always, if you wanna, if you're really invested in our conversations, please let us know if you have any thoughts or ideas of what we should be doing on this podcast.
Yeah. Like I said, we got some good ideas. We want to hear from you guys, our family and friends who do listen to this. We do want to make this worthwhile and worth your time to listen to us instead of just hearing us ramble, because I feel like that's where some of the episodes got towards the end of last season. Just like us rambling and just like there's no substance. And I know a lot of the shit that people consume nowadays, like there has to be some substance as to why like you're listening to us or spending your time with us, which we're very grateful for. So if you have any ideas, you want to hear something, you want us to research something and then report back on it, but you're lazy to do the research, let us know. Leave a comment below and we'll do our research and try to, get that podcast out so we can personalize it to you guys. So,
all right.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, what are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the flyer.
Oh my god. Okay.
Alrighty, guys.
Bye.
Hey, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.